trousers. Hoodie up with the strings and a bow. Whip so low, keep the underglow. Speakers thump thumping, beats bump bumping. Talk to my fist if you wanna say something. Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up? Can I get a what? What? Get cut! Don't do it for the money, I do it for the butt. You cannot compete, you trying to keep up. Your name's not Olivia, you don't got the guts. Huh, that's what your mama said last night. Blowing up like a bagpipe. Born with so much sauce, I think I was a fucking Stromboli in my past life. I'm going in, I better set the door. Swinging the mic like clubs at Top Golf. You pale as fuck, your feet are stuck. You cannot move, you got no groove. What is true to do? But to accept your fate, I'ma dice you up and serve you on the plate. Go to Hell's Kitchen, whipping up the chicken. Eat you alive, that's the mission.
And now, entering the ring, Danny.
Jump up, meet the rap on my head. And your face fucked up like a 2K skin. Feeling like an old Xbox lobby, I'm that nigga. So ain't no disrespect, my dogs will go get ya. Fuck what you had for lunch, you eat a punch. Wash it down with your own blood and you get a stump. After for dessert, make you a leaker. Face in your face when I'm coming out the speaker. Don't you front, come around here and play me. Cause you'll get jumped, man, no ifs, ands, or maybe. Put you to sleep like rock-a-bye, baby. So watch your mouth, cause you don't wanna get crazy. So what you want, you gon' get what you're asking. My crew will bruise and we'll come through smashing. Time for some action, time for some action. No half step, cause my dog's never lacking.
Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I don't
All right.
RODA の空の兄弟。
Venom. Venom. My, if you ever heard what I heard in the night, what fright, must have been a parasite in my past life. I don't wanna ever come down from a high. My soul was sending to the sky, guess it's you and I. Gone but I'm feeling too alive, trying to get me out of spite. Someone's gotta pay, I ain't talking big amount. Some kind of physical pain, some kind of traumatic shit. Niggas wanna see dead bodies, probably not there, running with no automatic clips. Moving scatty, all erratic and shit. Niggas pussy licking batty and shit. Oh, you mad? Then come at me, you prick. Make a move, better pattern it quick. I assume you'll be coming for blood. That makes two of us, that makes two of us. Venom. 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 True as a stick up, hands in the air, put the money in the bag, all cash, all cash. Venom.
All right. What's up, everyone? I got some more business to handle. We have an older woman who was harassed. By the way, I am sorry if you're going to be seeing a lot of clips from me. I am getting really good with the idea of using the clip manager on. Yeah, AI clips are pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. I don't care. Anyone has a problem with AI and all that. I know there's some of the people who have that moral issue. I just don't give half a flying fuck in a handbasket of shit. You got a problem with that? I mean, go fuck yourself. I mean, I worked around tech, so I understand that this is the future. You guys have to learn to deal with some of it. I hope it gets regulated very soon. One of these days is going to have to, but some of the things are pretty handy. Clipping your own shit, it fucking sucks. So sorry if I'm going to be using a lot of that stuff. But, you know, it's the only thing I use that happens to be AI written anyways. Plus, I clip a lot of my other shit as it is. I edit all my stuff as it is. I mean, I even edited this background. Yeah, I did. I took a baby metal picture, did some edits, and then kind of made it my own thing. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. That being said, let's get into it. So I apologize in advance when you see a lot of clips from the channel, but we're trying to grow this channel. I really want this channel to grow. Chris wants to come back to streaming as well. So the whole goal is to grow us and to get us in a bigger audience and a new audience. Because I'll be real, I don't want to go back to the old days of the same people with the same annoying moral afflictions and all that shit. I want to build something new, better, and a lot more professional. So apologies in advance. But anyways, let's get on to the show at hand. We have two topics. An older woman was harassed by some psychotic, weird lefty twatical. I don't even know. I looked into the situation somewhat, but I didn't really look enough into it. We'll have Ty Rivera to kind of cover this, and I will have my own thoughts on it, obviously. And then Nina Lynn has been banned off of Twitch, baby. That's the main event, and that's gonna make me just so horny. I am so horny to accountability. Oh my god. And I hate Nina Lynn. I hate Nina Lynn because she is a stereotype that has been accepted for far too long by normal society. Seriously, what the hell is going on with the fucking Rams? Game. Puka Nacua just ended the Rams. Oh no. It's over. It's never been this over. Sam Darnold has to go tie this game. It's over. It's never been this more over. Yeah. Put your helmet on, buddy. Yeah, you got this. He's cooked. Anyways, on to topics at hand. Let us begin. Okay. Rams are going to be the number one seed in the playoffs. Damn. I am so sorry. I'm a little loosey-goosey. I apologize. Here we go. Ty Rivera. If you guys don't know who Ty Rivera is, he is one of the only he's one of the only real, true, good right-wing gay accounts out there, like the true conservative accounts out there that I follow. Not a big fan of Brad Palumbo. Sorry, he just doesn't do it for me. But I always like Ty because Ty and me think the same in a sense of being offensive as shit. And he's also one of the only people with a septum ring that I don't think is a complete retard that should be fucking locked up and put in a goddamn cell. So, hey, there's that too. All right, let's get on to this. There we go. All right, let's begin.
Why?
They let you wear that shirt here?
Yes. Why? Why are you taking my picture?
Why are you wearing that shirt? You're working.
This is such a stupid idea. Such a stupid idea to do this. You're harassing an elderly woman, so that automatically is just retarded. It's not going to fly well with most people. Second of all, could care less what I have seen so many older people in a liberal state walk around with conservative gear, and no one cares. Why do we have to have people do this, where they think that they can control what other people do? This is the United States of America. We have the freedom to wear what we want and do and say what we want. Ideally, I say ideally, very, very liberally there. But why are you attacking this woman just because? Oh my God, she's wearing a shirt for Charlie Kirk. Okay, listen, I didn't agree with most anything Charlie Kirk ever said, and I certainly don't care for most conservative ideals. That being said, I don't give half a fuck enough to care what they do. So if you want to believe in, go ahead, dude. Just don't bother me with it. Which I think any real conservative would agree with. Leave me the fuck alone. Can we get to that point? The leave me the fuck alone conversation. That should be the right of every American to be left the fuck alone when they're not doing anything wrong.
You're right. She is working. So I think the more important question is not why she's wearing that shirt, but why you're picking on an elderly woman while she's working.
And by the way, retail workers have enough shit to deal with, and you are harassing this older woman just trying to do her job. It just comes off in such a way that does not look good optically for you. Like, this is already a bad idea. But man, this is just comes off just so poorly done. It's just so poor. It's just such a poorly thought out idea to go after and say, let me go after an elderly woman that's not bothering anyone and just wearing a shirt because for Charlie Kirk. That's it. I really believe a lot of these leftists who are sitting there doing this shit, it's disgusting because it goes on both ends. Because I know Trump, and I don't agree with this either, because I'll call this out for what it was. Trump saying the shit he said about Rob Reiner was absolutely distasteful, disgusting, and absolutely lacking any bit of class. It was classless and disgusting. It truly was just a poor, terrible judgment call on Trump's part, and I think it should be called for what it is, disgusting. That being said, I don't really pity the leftists crying right now because you guys sat there and done the same thing with multiple issues. Let's be real. You guys have people who let politics overcome common sense and humanity. You are a lost cause, and I don't want nothing to do with you on either side. You have problems, and you need to seek Jesus, okay? You need to really seek Jesus so he could tell you that you need to go seek a fucking therapist.
Not only was this woman comfortable doing this, she was comfortable doing this while having her information listed publicly on Facebook.
Idiotic on so many levels. And to do this, you are so comfortable doing this and filming this for content. It's like this is to me no different than being a nuisance streamer. I truly believe this is no different than the Jack Dohertys or the Vitalis of the world. I feel it's right there, but because you have a righteous opinion, it's somehow different for you. When I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. This is completely ridiculous, and I would say you should do better, but I don't think this lady's capable of doing better.
What's up, everybody? This lady's name is Micaela Ponce, and
I don't give a fuck what her name is. Her name is Michaela. She gets the white name. I don't care. I'm not going to call her that because I refuse to give her that respect.
currently going mega viral for berating an elderly woman because she didn't like the shirt that she was wearing. And I can't figure out how she thought that posting this was going to be a good look for her and what exactly she thought was going to happen. So let's get into it.
Why?
They let you wear that shirt here?
Yes. Why?
So,
Why are you taking my picture?
why are you wearing that shirt? You're working. It's not
It's a red shirt. I can wear any red.
You can wear any red shirt at Target. As someone that has worked at Target in the past, yes, you can wear any red fucking piece of clothing and it's fine. They don't have an official shirt. I mean, they do give you some t-shirts here and there, but you really can wear whatever red item that you want at Target with khaki pants or khaki shorts as she's wearing right now. It's not that big of a deal. I don't understand why she is fucking... I don't understand any of this, to be completely honest with you.
Sure.
It's not a plain shirt.
Okay, first off,
oh my God. First of all, yes, I guess if you want to say this is political, I just mind my own business on this. It's not that big of... Oh, shit, Sam Darnold. Sam might be making me look stupid right now, y'all. He might be making me look real stupid right now. Listen, this is pretty fucking stupid, man. I hope they both fucking tie so fucking bad. Listen, I'm going to keep it 100 with you, a buck. I'm going to keep it a buck 100 with you. This is stupid. This is dumb. And there's no reason to cry over this. I don't see any problem with this. I really don't see any problem with this. In fact, I'd mind my own, but now technically you say, oh, it's political. Fine. You could go that route and you have a point. But even then, is it really that big of a deal to care about this? Just mind your business and move on. Why are you attacking people because they happen to want to mourn the loss of Charlie Kirk? Why can't you leave people be? What is wrong with you people? I do not care enough to fucking go after these people for this shit. Don't you have shit to do? Anything else better to do? What's wrong with you?
you don't have to like her shirt, Karen. And secondly, and I know that this probably seems like a small thing to most people, but I think that those baby clothes that fell on the floor right there are a sign of exactly how frazzled this older woman is, even though it looks like she's keeping her composure. And I just can't get over how this person thinks that she's going to come off as a hero when she is literally bullying an older woman.
It doesn't have to be
It's a Charlie Kirk shirt.
Yes. Yes, I know.
Are you fucking stupid?
No.
Now, this to me is...
Are you fucking kidding me? You're going to berate and attack and insult this woman because what's wrong with you? And the worst part is this makes the left look so dumb. Like, I don't want to say the left because I hate when people do that. It makes your side look dumb. Yes, some stupid, idiotic Karen. It represents an entire population of people. No, it doesn't. But this is the type of shit that we're talking about. You shouldn't condone this crap, dude. You shouldn't sit there. And I think everyone should call this for what it is. It's disgusting. If someone on the other side died, like I know that okay, so that politician that died, right? That was murdered outside of in Minneapolis, outside of a building. And if someone was wearing a shirt commemorating that and a right winger attacked that person should rightfully get shit on and fucking ridiculed because it goes beyond politics. You are crossing a line, and I can't understand how you're not seeing that this line is this is a line that's disgusting. For the record, can I just say that Matt Stafford and Puka Nacua are doing ungodly things to the Seahawks, but somehow Sam Darnold is proving me wrong. Boy put on his big boy pants and he has come back despite being an idiot in this game. I want them both to tie.
Is a sign of a truly abusive person when you'll
clearly abusive and clearly mentally deranged.
Ask a stranger, are you effing stupid? And I can just imagine if she's like this with a stranger in public, what a nightmare she is at home.
Why the f would you wear that? You're at work at Target. That's not a Target shirt. It's not a plain red shirt. You support a racist.
Okay,
Oh my God. They have said this for these people have been saying this and they don't ever have good proof. Usually it's just a bunch of bullshit where they didn't watch the whole debate and they think that Charlie Kirk supported a bunch of racist shit, which it's not what happened. And by the way, I don't even agree with him on most anything, but Jesus fucking Christ, dude, are you kidding me? I can't, dude. I just can't with these fucking people. Oh, they're going for the win. Yo, go Seahawks. Oh, go for the win, brother. I don't care who wins this game, personally. I just love great football. Anyway, sorry if I'm interrupting right now. I should be focusing on this, but the game's on in the background. It's pretty fucking crazy right now.
Looked into Target's rules, and as long as the shirt is mostly red, it's kind of at their discretion. So I'm sure her boss saw her and really didn't care about it. But besides that, I'm so sick of these people with the racism because racism is all they have. Like, that's their only card to play. And if they think that a person is or was racist, then that excuses absolutely any behavior at all in their minds. And they're not
and he wasn't really racist. That's what gets me.
Realizing that we're no longer in 2020. That's not an actual thing anymore. And very few people are going to look at this and think that you really stood up to anything, because it really just does come off as you being a toxic person and trying to harass.
Let me tell you something. True racism, you'll know. Charlie Kirk wasn't a true racist. I don't understand where you guys got that from. I think that you guys use this shit as a way to basically shield your own egos and hide your own fragility. But no, a real racist, you'll know. You'll know what a real racist is. And those people are shunned from society and usually no one wants to be around them. And I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, but like the fucking loser anime account with a fucking anime profile pic is a loser. Not a racist, but a loser. You know what? I don't take that. I don't take a fucking smelly fat fuck who doesn't have anything going on for themselves, who smells like a fucking dog's anus, fucking with an anime profile pic of whatever shit anime they watch. I don't care what they have to say about the white race being superior. Bro, you're literally not even superior to your own fucking, not even superior in your own community. So I don't give a flying fuck with your useless ass things, homeboy. All right, go fucking stuff your face with Cheetos. You can't take those people seriously. And the problem is you guys are making these people into like the new age Nazis. And I gotta be real with you. Stop. You're giving them too much credit. Don't you think?
It's a stranger. That's all this comes off as. I mean, I see people all day wearing things that I don't like or things.
Holy shit, Hawks win. Holy shit, Hawks win. Holy shit, Hawks win. Yo, Hawks just won, baby. Holy shit. What a comeback. Oh my God. Oh. But here's the problem, though. And this is a big issue. And this is why it might play out for the Bears. If the Bears went out in their gauntlet, Seahawks still got to play the fucking Niners. It still all comes to a head. Anyways, let's keep going.
That I don't agree with. I don't make it a thing. I mind my business, which I think is something that this woman is going to have to learn the hard way, because the internet is really coming after her right now. But we'll get more into that in a second.
It's not racist.
You support a racist.
He's not a racist.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stand here and argue with
You're not. You should go get your manager. You should not be allowed to wear that at work.
The nerve of this woman. You should go get your manager. No, what you should have done if you really had a problem with this is you should have bypassed talking to this lady altogether, and you should have just quietly went to the manager and said that you didn't appreciate what she was wearing.
Yeah, you should have just done that, which would still make you a fucking bitch, in my opinion, and a pathetic bitch at that. But at least you would have had the fucking, it would have been like decent and classy enough to where it's like, you really don't want to actually cause a scene. No, you went this route. And I gotta say, it's just disgusting. This is really disgusting. But I'm gonna keep playing. I'm trying to power through. I'm trying to get to the Nina Lynn segment really quickly, so I'm trying to get through this. But it boggles the mind that this is somehow acceptable on any level. We're picking on old people now. Like I am a drama streamer at this point. I admitted it, and I'm okay with it. I'm done with pop culture. It's fucking boring, and I'm sick and tired of the fucking people that are in it. I'd rather make fun of them. But I gotta say, I draw the line at picking on the elderly, children, and innocent women. All right, I draw the line at that, man. Like, I don't go as far as the Kino Casino. I don't go, and then I don't think they pick on old elderly people. They may make jokes here and there. That's the whole point of satire and stupidity. But they don't do that. I don't. They don't do that. I don't fucking do that. I don't think anyone else really wants to do that. But elderly people, come on, dude. What are we doing here? Are you people like that sick in the fucking head? Ugh.
And that you were offended. That would have been a smarter way to handle it if you thought there was anything to.
And even then, it's still bitch made and it's still pathetic because it still shows your pathetic, weak-minded sociopathy. But at least you would be normal. You see a regular garden variety Karen, and I think that's a lot more acceptable than whatever the fuck you're doing here.
Handle at all. I personally don't see what there is to make a big deal about it. Maybe I'm not as sensitive as some people. Maybe I'm just used to having a life. But
I think the problem is that you have that Gen X mentality. I know he might be technically millennial, but he has that Gen X mentality. I have a Gen X mentality where I don't give a shit, man. I don't care enough about people and what they do. I guess it's just I'm at that point. I just don't give a fuck. I can't care. I don't care. I'm just here to laugh at dumb people and laugh at people like Nick Fuentes. I don't actually care what damage you think he's causing. Because I'll tell you this, I know he's retarded, so I just sit there and make fun of him. That being said, I don't have the fucking personal give. I just don't have the fuck to give. To sit there and grandstand and try and be some hero that I'm not because, oh my God, someone's wearing a shirt I don't agree with. Because Charlie Kirk isn't universally treated like Hitler. Because you people have this pathetic mentality. And it shows why no one wants to listen to you fuckers, man. And you poison a lot of the youth with this type of mentality where you don't even respect the dead.
I really do feel like this is a product of what happens when people spend too much time online and they want to live their lives like they're on TikTok or like they're on Facebook, where you're just arguing with people for no actual reason.
It's true. And here's the thing. I just stopped arguing with people. I block them. I block people on a regular basis. I don't care. I don't respect people enough on there to give a fuck. And I move out my day because I'm going to forget about the argument within like the next hour at least. I don't care how bad the argument is. I'm going to forget about it. I've had like 2 arguments yesterday and I knew on Twitter for more than 5 minutes. Here's the thing. I blocked and moved on. I don't care. I don't give a fuck what some Dragon Ball Z account has to say about anything. You watch Dragon Ball Z. So I assume that you're just some fucking low IQ fuckstick F-slur. There's nothing going on with your life. Okay, block, move on. That's what y'all need. That's what I do on there. But this is unfortunately with this situation, this lady can't just she didn't have she didn't have the idea how to handle this in the sense of telling this lady to fuck off because she's just a nice, innocent, elderly old woman. Me? I'll tell you what I would have done. I told this lady to go fuck herself, and I probably would have lost my job in this moment for the horrible things I would have said. But I don't give a fuck. Someone needs to say it to this lady.
Reason, and you're recording it in hopes of going viral, and then you actually do go viral, but it's with the people that you don't want to go viral with. And
here's the problem. There is no point. There's no way that anyone's gonna sit there and defend you on this, because the moderate lefties are not gonna defend this shit. Even the truly insane lefties, there's not gonna be enough of them to defend this shit.
mentioned this before, but a lot of times it appears to me, from having dealt with a fair amount of these people firsthand, the social justice warrior types, is that a lot of times what they're doing is trying to be toxic, and then they use that as their excuse for being toxic for good, let's say. And I see right through it. Like for me, I always think, no, you're just a toxic person. And if you weren't arguing about this, you would be arguing about something else. If you weren't giving an old person a hard time about this, it would be somebody else for another non-reason. And when I said that the internet was coming after her, boy, are they ever coming after her. Because not only was this woman, Micaela Ponce, comfortable doing this, she was comfortable doing this while having her information listed publicly on Facebook. So all the internet did when this started to go viral was everybody started going to her Facebook and then posted the information, not only from her work, but her work's HR number. Apparently she works for a nonprofit hospital or medical center of some type, and they have been absolutely flooded, which I don't know if they're actually going to respond, but I'll give you an idea of the way that things are going. This morning when I woke up and first saw this story, one of the first comments on that particular business's X profile had 235 comments. All of the comments were regarding this particular woman and how they should fire her. And then later on, I checked it out just a few minutes ago, and it was already up to 800 and some comments that were all regarding needing to fire Micaela Ponce. And the post below that all had comments that were very similar, and a lot of them. And so far, that particular business has yet to respond, but we'll see what happens over the next couple of hours.
By the way, Ty did do a follow-up video on this, and yes, they responded. And I think Homegirl is going to be fine. They're launching an investigation into this. She's cooked. They're not going to put up with this shit. Nor should they. Nor should they. You know? I'm sorry. I'm looking at my clips right now. I apologize. Doing two things at once, and yeah, hold up. Oh man. Hold on. I'm just doing some things. Sorry, I apologize. I'm just doing some work on the side. I apologize. Anyways, like what yeah, like you blew up your whole life for this, and good. You're bullying an elderly woman that did nothing to you. You're pathetic. That's just so fucked up to me. It's this elderly woman just trying to do her job, get some extra cash or whatever to do God knows what, earn Christmas presents. I don't know. Is she doing this just to earn Christmas presents for her grandchildren? Yeah, who knows? And you're attacking this poor old woman for that shit, who has a family, who has a family, who just wants to be comfortable, and you're attacking this woman. Shame on you. Shame on you for this type of behavior. So I'm glad people are coming after her with the fucking force of 1,000 suns. It needs to happen.
Or in the next couple of days. Maybe I'll check it right now so that we can see if anything's happened. Okay, so that post I was talking about from her work is now up to 1,200 comments. I'll read you a few of them. Ooh. This woman should not be working anywhere near healthcare. She is a danger to senior citizens and anyone who does not share her radical, crazy beliefs. Patients beware if you see this woman coming anywhere near you. There is no telling what she is capable of. Next comment. You have a scandal brewing over here. Micaela Ponce. If she harasses and berates and cusses out the elderly at Target, she probably does this to her patients too. If they don't agree with her politically, they're in danger and it's going viral. You should think careful about what your company stands for today. Micaela Ponce needs to be immediately fired from Enlo. It's 11 a.m. Have you harassed any of the working elderly today? The biggest problem that you're having right now is that people aren't going to trust your employees to give good care if their patients have the wrong shirt on. We need to have confidence in our medical professionals. If your employees can't control themselves and not harass elderly people in Target, what is going to happen when they're administering medical treatment to people who have different views? very scary. And that's just a sample of some of the comments. Like I said, there are 1,200 of these on this one particular post. The next post has 199. Again, all of them are regarding this particular situation. The next one has 97, all regarding this particular situation. There is no getting away from this, and I can't imagine that her work is going to be able to get away with not making some sort
No, and again, like I said, Ty did make a follow-up video to this. I would watch it, but I watched already today. Fully is not really necessary. It's just, but she's fucked. She's cooked. And that's really what the bottom line of that is. But this is just disgraceful shit. Like I said, there needs to be, to me, a reckoning for shit like this. It's kind of funny. If it wasn't for the Candace Owens thing, the whole point was that the right wing was going to start cracking down on shit like this. But unfortunately, with the Candace Owens sideshow, which seems to be coming to a very abrupt halted end, which I think is funny as shit, and I am reaping the fucking benefits of that. I love taking views from Candace Owens, and I'd like to thank her for that. Thank you for being such a complete idiot. Thank you, Miss Eric Cartman. Fucking went through an entire Cartman arc all within like a fucking month. I love it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see more of these type of people just shit on, and I'm not gonna even care. I'm turning a blind eye to this. I care less. Y'all can have fun with that. You guys fuck around and find out. It's on you.
A statement. Also, people have published their number online and people are trying to call. So this girl, Michaela, has really found herself in a world of hurt right now, even if she's not able to express it. She had to set her own TikTok to private and she got rid of her Facebook completely. So it's not working out the way that she thought it would.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
That's your opinion.
No, the opinion is he's a fucking racist and you support him.
And every time I have to make it silent, that's because she's using the F word that many times in this particular video with an elderly stranger. I cannot stress this enough. And she's right. It is her opinion. And that's what I don't think she's getting. Is that
this is insanity. You're going after, again, you are cussing at a fucking elderly woman that has done nothing to you. This is just insanity. This is actually insane. You are completely deranged. There's something completely wrong with you. What could possess you to do these things? Your sociopathy is so fucking, it's just led askew, and I don't understand why. But, all right.
it's not okay to turn your opinions into other people's problems. And you know, I usually don't wish unemployment on people, especially during the holidays. But I think that this might really be what this woman needs, is a little bit of time to reflect and think about what she's doing and the way that she's conducting herself in the world. Because in no world should any of this be acceptable to you. And especially if you're a nurse, because God forbid somebody should come into your medical clinic wearing the wrong thing or expressing something that you don't agree with. I really do wonder what would happen to them. I don't think that that comment was just being hyperbolic when they said that. That could be a real consequence. And that's what a lot of these healthcare providers that go online and start spouting their opinions don't get, is that a lot of us are seeing you do this and we're really wondering if our loved ones are going to be safe with you if they're wearing the wrong thing or something that you deem to be unacceptable.
And it is a very you know, like it is a concern that needs to be stated, because it's true. Why the fuck would I trust you if you're so hopped up like this on politics? You are letting politics overtake common rationality. That needs to be addressed. And I don't think she should be a healthcare professional. This is what she's doing. Honestly, I think she should face charges. Honestly, this sounds crazy, but I feel like we should have nuisance charges. That you're being a public nuisance. This is ridiculous. You are harassing a woman that has done nothing to you. And Target should, to me, sue her sorry ass. There should be a lawsuit. You are harassing someone for no reason. This is insane.
That's your opinion now.
And you should not be allowed to wear that. This is going to be taken above your fucking head. That's insane.
Ooh, you're taking it above her head.
You know how many fucking people have done that? And do you want to know the response that I've seen from every retail worker? None that LeBron James uses. Ooh, that bitch, make my day. Telling a retail worker you'll get them fired is like telling someone that you'll give them you'll get them some crack. Ooh, don't promise me a good time. It's like promising great cocaine. It's like promising Andy Worski some cocaine. He was like, "Oh wow, don't promise me a good time." Come on, dog. Come on. Like, are you fucking serious, Karen?
And to call the fact that a person is wearing a particular shirt insane while you are publicly browbeating an elderly person that is working probably not for fun, but because they have to, is absolutely nuts to me. And mind you, I'm a dirtbag myself. I'm not running around clutching my pearls all the time. I don't even have any pearls to clutch. But I'll tell
No, for real. Like, dude, we're fucking assholes. You know, like people like me or Ty or anyone like that, we're assholes. We say what the fuck we feel. We don't give a fuck. But we have limits and standards where we don't attack the elderly. What's wrong with you? We're attacking elderly people. For what? They do nothing. She did nothing to you. What could possibly have possessed you to be this stupid? Ugh, crazy bitch.
You what I'm not doing, and what I'm not doing is running around bullying old people because I want to go on a power trip in the middle of my day.
Insane.
Have a nice day.
Insane. Piece of shit.
Yeah, she's a piece of shit.
Yes, Michaela, that sweet old lady that just told you to have a nice day after you've just been bugging her over your own control issues is definitely the piece of shit in this entire situation.
Totally.
And I really stand by, this is what internet culture has done to people. It's made people feel like it's okay to completely mistreat other people with no consequences, and it's absolutely
insane. It's these people have literal brain rot, and this is brain rot behavior. We are attacking people for no reason. It's like going at people that use AI. Okay, like online, that's weird as it is. You know what I mean?
absolutely disgusting.
Sorry, it's weird as it is online. But imagine doing this in real life, bro. Some of y'all need to get punched.
And for that, I wish unemployment on you as well as a lump of coal in your stocking. There, I said it.
Fuck a lump of coal. How Santa comes into your room and beats you with the coal. Like, he fucking puts in a pillow sack, starts wailing on her ass with it. That's what she fucking needs. Or psychotic fucking ass.
How do you like that? I said I didn't want to have to say it. I didn't want to have to wish the lump of coal on you. I really didn't want to. To me, that's even worse than unemployment, and that's where I'm at on it. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you want to see a video of me talking about Donald Trump giving Rob Reiner a good riddance, click the video on your screen, like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Ty Rivera, the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world.
All right, we're done with that. Let's move on to the next topic, which is Nina Lynn. Now, this one's going to be a little bit more fun for me. I kind of felt like I was in this segment, in the last segment, kind of repeating the same thing. I felt like it was a little bit redundant. Excuse me. But this is a little different. I'm going to have genuine fun with this one. I am going to have genuine fun with this shit. The amount of hatred that I feel for Nina Lynn cannot be understated. Nina Lynn is a complete cunt. No, fuck Nina Lynn. There is no world that Nina Lynn is anything more than a pile of legitimate filth that disgraces her family. All right, let's get into this.
This came a whole 7 days early because Nina Lynn has finally been hit with a permanent ban from Twitch.
Let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go. That's what I've been waiting for, baby. Let's go. Finally, let's fucking go. I cannot tell you how fucking good this feels that Nina Lynn's going to get banned. Fuck yeah. And Nina, if you're out there, cope. I said I don't want you to cope. I want you to suffer and seethe. Fuck the coping. Coping just help. Fuck coping. I don't want you to cope. I want you to actually suffer and seethe, you complete bitch. So you can tell everybody. Let's go! So you can tell everybody.
We can finally say that we are ending the year on some sort of good news and good note. Somebody that the internet has despised, somebody who has ruined their entire career, somebody who will go down in infamy because I can't find a person to defend her anymore. She has literally lost all defenders, maybe the Wendy Ortiz clique that she buys food.
Yeah, but Wendy's like retarded. So like, you know, Wendy's a disgrace to her own fucking species. So at the end of the fucking day, it's not like, you know, anyone cares what Wendy Ortiz has to say. I mean, Wendy Ortiz, literally, when someone asks me, I say, what's that Hobson line? Why don't you shut the fuck up and open your mouth? That's literally Wendy Ortiz. There's Wendy Ortiz. No one cares what that bitch has to say. She ain't one of the pretty ones.
Four-wheel defender. But that is right. Nina Land has received her permaban from Twitch. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button on the channel. It goes a long way. Hell, if you're unemployed like me, you have nothing to do but watch these types of videos.
Well,
Now, back into the content. Now, Twitch has not released any sorts of announcements as to why this situation has happened, but I promise you, we can grab over 50,000 things from this year. We can stretch all the way to the beginning of the year to where she was a part of the essay incident with Saeed, or we could talk about how the past shoplifting incident has done her in.
This right here is crazy. $230.
So stupid, just so stupid.
Hey, bro, this shit really about to be $30.
Now, just like Target, this will lead people to build a 2-minute long highlight reel of her stealing from stores 10 times, all while being on live stream.
If it don't scan, it's
what bothers me is you make money. I understand people who don't have money have to stake. If someone that actually needed those steaks stole, I'd turn a fucking side eye if it's someone that needed it. You know, people who don't have the money. I turn a side eye. And honestly, so do corporations. What y'all don't realize is corporations love when you morons steal because they get to hike up prices because of it to make up the loss. They know that they're just going to fucking hike up the prices and make it up anyways. What y'all don't realize is the house always wins. And with the corporations, they are like the house. And they always win because they hike up prices and markups anyway. They basically get it back one way or another. So believe me, they ain't fretting this shit. They don't want it to happen to a point where everyone's doing it because then it's just a giant fucking issue, right? But if one goes missing here, there, here, you know, it's like whatever. My problem, Nina Lynn, is you have money and you're doing this. You're doing ghetto ratchet behavior and you are unfortunately wealthy. And I say that unfortunately because, again, I don't know how you got your wealth. It clearly wasn't due to talent or intelligence or attractiveness, unless you guys are really desperate to bang any hole, which I know there for every woman with a hole, there's at least 10 guys that are desperate to hit it, and Nina Lynn is no exception, even though I'm pretty sure she presents as a guy, but whatever. Whatevs. This is not shocking behavior. This is just, once again, the type of shit that I am become accustomed to with Nina Lynn. What bothers me about Nina Lynn is the fact that she does all this, again, with money. You have money. So there's no excuse to do any of this. You're just a ghetto, entitled little bitch. And that's what you've always been. You're an entitled little bitch who's never been fucking told no. And you've went on by the fact that certain social standards haven't gotten you hit up yet. But I'll tell you this right fucking now. I pray the day she meets the wrong motherfucker, or she meets the wrong law enforcement officer, or she runs into the wrong motherfucker working on the wrong day so she can fuck around and find out, because it's what she deserves. I hate that bitch that much. And anyone that goes along with this shit, you're ghetto trash as well.
Are you right? Why is it not scanning? Okay. We're gonna. Got it. Oh my God. It has to be every single one.
This highlight reel was longer than LeBron James's.
How? Why?
Career mixtape. I'm talking about first Cleveland stint, Miami, back to Cleveland, and then on to the Los Angeles Lakers. It was longer than Jordan's first stint on the Bulls, the retirement, the comeback, and then retirement again, just to come back for the Wizards. This was longer than all of Kobe's career. We're talking about Afro with Shaq, all the way to Baldy, number 8, then number 24. Like, this was incredible how long of a highlight reel that highlighted Nina Lynn and her stealing. But that's probably not what got her packed up off the internet. She had been doing those stealing things for a long time. It was the quadrupling down down. That's right, not doubling down, quadrupling down in the situation, saying that she was basically invincible. She admitted to stealing, but she said that no one was losing any money and nobody was going to do anything about it.
Ain't nobody missing no money. Calm the down. Bum ass steaks. I don't give a shit. Man, if I put this on Twitter too, your mom's a she was a and happy holidays. All you hoes is.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, put that on Twitter. I bet you won't.
We did, you dumb bitch. We did put this on Twitter, you stupid bitch. You unbelievably dumb bitch. This is Aquafina's like retarded cousin. Aquafina's retarded cousin, y'all. Oh my God.
I bet you won't. Put that on Twitter. I bet you won't. I'll go.
I'm just gonna say this shit. There are people in the world that are punchable, and we know that as men, we don't condone women getting punched, and this woman can get boxed. I don't care. I treat her like Jack Doherty. I treat her like any other dude. She deserves it. Put her in a room with prime Ike Turner. I mean this. Put her in a fucking room with prime Ike Turner. I'm talking prime Ike Turner. I ain't talking about Ike Turner at the end. I'm talking about Ike Turner in his prime. I'm talking about what you say? What? Bam! Bam! I'm talking about Ike Turner in the ambulance going, if you die, I'm going to kill you. That type of Ike Turner. Please put her in an elevator with Ray Rice. Please put her in with coked up Chris Brown. I'm not talking about new Chris Brown. I'm talking about coked up Chris Brown. I'm tired of this shit. Okay.
I don't give a holidays, whores. Yo, like, I don't give a
Most insufferable person.
hold on.
Oh, it's insufferable. Don't even cover it with this bitch. Oh my God. Hate doesn't cover it. Disgust doesn't cover it. I have an absolute contempt from like a satanic contempt for this chick. I hate her. I hate her existence. I can't believe something like this exists. I didn't like Aquafina. This is Aquafina, but actually driven up a fucking level, like another like whole metric system ton of shit. Okay, this. I swear to God, this is literally Aquafina if Aquafina basically decided to be a drug addict. And we're stuck with this. Why do I keep bringing up Aquafina? That's the first person I think of with that annoying fucking accent she has.
In fact, you want to make a news? I got these from Target too, guys. Guess how much I paid? $3.99. Get mad!
No, Nina. Twitch got mad. Now, ever since that moment, she had received some sort of.
Do you understand how fucking annoying you have to be for Twitch, who won't even ban Hassan, who is a terrorist fucking supporter, a proven terrorist supporter? Do you understand how fucking horrible you have to be that piece of shit didn't get banned, but you did? Think about how horrible you got to be on Twitch. You could literally shoot a dog on Twitch and probably get back on that bitch. Nina Lynn got banned. That's how horrible you are. There was a long time I didn't think Nina Lynn would ever get permabanned. I didn't see it. I didn't think she would ever get permabanned, ever get hit with the consequences of her action. I thought Twitch was just a godless, heathenistic pile of shit streaming site, and it still is, but even they have limits. Even professional pieces of shit have limits. Even scum has limits. They kicked Joe sorry ass, and I'm so glad they did that. Oh no, he got pick sixed, but it's just deserved. Oh my God, he just do the fucking spin to the oh my God. Anyways, I just need to I just love the fact that, you know, she sat there and did all that shit to look fucking stupid like this. And honestly, it man, I don't even know if I have any words to really describe how much like describe this feeling of just damn. I don't have any words to say. You know, that's the thing. I don't have any words anymore to even like what comes to Twitch. You know, I'm at a loss for words. Like sometimes I don't even know anymore. This company makes no fucking sense. And Dan Clancy can go get fucked. Oh, by the way, shout out to Peach Jars, by the way, for doing the right thing and calling out Dan Clancy. Because, you know, you're a fake, unauthentic hoe. and you're just doing this because you see everyone else is doing it. I hate that bitch. I hate peach jars. Oh my God. You ever fucking show me that disgusting piece of fucking goat shit on my fucking timeline? Blocked.
And we thought that it was going to be short term, but Dan Clancy obviously took that personal. So
which is hilarious because Dan Clancy will goon to, you know what it is? She must have like resisted his advances, saying that I'm sorry, Dan. I prefer the whole. I'm kind of lesbian. Maybe that's what happened. And he's like, oh, okay, you rejected my advances and rejected my gooning pillow. Well, the ultimate gooner has now decided that you're kicked the fuck off Twitch. How you like that, bitch? Click. He's gone. He's done. He's done. She's done. She out of here.
He did what any sane person would do. Any person that has a reputation to hold, try to build a platform that is good and wholesome. And boy, Twitch needs this PR this year.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. You and I are on different wavelengths on what we think Dan Clancy's trying to do. Good and wholesome. That motherfucker is a gooning, sycophantic fuck. That dude out here gooning to Extra Emily, who's nothing more than the female Osmongold. I'm talking like in body odor. That chick is the female Osmongold. That's where that's coming. I don't know, bro. That man's a sick fiend.
He went ahead and packed her dumb ass up. Head ass.
Do that little fucking thing, girl. Yeah. Yeah. The fuck out of here. It's your fucking stupid ass, scary movie looking ass. Going what's up? Yeah. You know what's up? You getting banned. What's up? That's what happened to you. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Oh, thank fucking Lord.
It's just another case of those content creators that popped up during the pandemic. She started making TikTok content around
that's how she got all popular during the fucking pandemic. And she was prettier at that point where she was doing that pretty New York shit. Oh, cancer. Oh, fucking Lord. New York is a cesspit. We need to get rid of New York. That's everything terrible comes from New York. Let's just be fucking real. All you New Yorkians can get mad at me, but guess what? This is what y'all produce. Suck a dick. I don't care.
2020, peak COVID. Her whole gimmick was that comedy, lifestyle, commentary that was unfiltered type of content. She was the New York variant of Aquafina, an Asian girl with...
The New York variant? Brother, Aquafina is from New York. She's from Queens. How can you be a variant of someone that's even more terrifying to me?
A black scent and heavy usage of the N-word spawning on TikTok during a time where, that was very popular.
Unfortunately, a lot of dudes like that type of shit. I mean, they like to pound that type of shit, I mean, a semi-decent looking Asian girl, they take her and they probably love to fucking, You already know where I'm going with this, man. I don't care, but I'm trying to stay professional, but let's be fucking real here. We all know what I'm thinking. Kino would have said it. Fuck it. Choo-choo! There you go. I said it. I'm going to hell. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that bitch. Sitting out here fucking CSAing dudes. The fuck?
Time to go home when all you see is garbage trucks. Sis. What's happening, bitch? What's good? What's good? Where you riding?
Oh my God.
I'm at the garbage truck.
Oh my God.
What's happening?
Please God, like just turn around and hit her into a car. Please save us all.
You know the fucking
oh my God, she's so fun. She's so fun.
I know, bro. I know.
I'm fucking dead. Oh, fuck. Shit, the lashes almost came off.
Now she started to use that cultural appropriation content to launch her YouTube and Twitch career. And she got her big break as being the token Asian persuasion representation on Drewski's Could Have Been Love show. And on that show, boy, did she make a hit.
Shut the fuck up. Y'all get no fried rice. Bitch, get that shit when you get home. You not making no motherfucking shrimp fried rice. You going the fuck home. He don't like you. You his mama age. What the fuck?
Drewski is an evil human being for this, by the way. The things that he has done will not go forgotten. This man is a menace to society. I can smell this. I can smell this shit, and it smells terrible. I can smell this video.
Shut the fuck up.
I can taste it. It tastes terrible. I taste it, and it tastes bad.
Your ethnicity, young lady?
I'm Chinese.
Why are you interested in my brother Drewski?
He a funny ass dude.
Okay.
See some of his videos?
Okay.
Drewski, you could have done so much better, but you said, oh my God. Is that Umar? Oh my Lord. It's the corny crew. Where's the school, Umar? Where's the school? Where is it, brother? Where is it? We're still sitting here waiting for it. Where's the school, Umar? Where's the school? Where's the school, Umar? Where is it? Where is the school for young black men that are wayward, Umar? Where's the school? I ask again, where's the school? I ask again, brother, where's the school? You hear me? You seeing this? You don't find this suspicious? That he's just sitting here with no school? You don't find this suspicious? You don't find this suspicious? Well, I find this very suspicious. There's no school. All right, I'm done. Fuck that nigga. Okay.
I think he's genuine. I think he's straight up.
That's real.
But you want to be more than a fan. You want to be his queen. What are you bringing to the table that can
what am I
support
bringing
his
to the
team?
table? I was making fried rice for the whole goddamn team.
All right. What else can you do? You got the food. What else?
We got to stop with the fried rice shit because you're just going to order takeout anyways, sweetie.
Everything else. Anything
What
else?
What else?
A wild card.
What else?
How
You got to give me what else?
Listen, you go to Asia, don't you need a translator?
But he's not going to be living in Asia all the time. He'll
That's what I'm
visit.
saying, you'll visit.
You can hire a translator.
once
You
you-
want to be the wifey. What skills do you have to be the wifey?
She really didn't have any answers. She said, I'm a good cook. Okay, what else can you do besides cook?
Now, what happens next?
Why is Dr. Umar the judge on this? Brother, why are you the judge? You're supposed to be against this regardless because she's not black. She's not a Nubian queen. So you're automatically going to judge this in a 0 regardless, right? This makes no fucking sense.
Nina Lynn is something that we've seen before. There is an internet sensation that goes around. Everybody starts to slut them out, get their views, make them crash out, make them do various things. And then ultimately, when they're dried up and played out, we move on to the next thing. I'm thinking of Little RT, No Neck J, any of the women that were.
Oh, black people. Oh, black people. What are we doing? Oh, what are we doing?
Featured in any of the streams from this year. So that's basically what Nina Lynn did. She went on a tour of being featured in every single creator sphere. And because the black community is so excited to just invite anybody and everybody.
The black community, unfortunately, creates their own fucking locales, and then they invite other locales to make us look dumber, which is crazy. That's the problem. We're not too critical enough because then we get looked at as the C word, the raccoon term. We always get looked at as that. It's like, no. We're trying to have standards because if we don't start having standards, this is what keeps happening, and we keep getting tied to this shit. And then you got fucking loser ass dorks fucking in the basement crying in their anime profile pics, ain't showered in fucking 3 weeks, fast fuck, Cheeto eating shit, ain't done nothing, ain't gone outside, talking shit about fucking black people and assuming shit and saying fucking racist crap. And then they look at shit like this and then have a fucking point when in reality it's retarded. I'm like, that's what the problem is. You're adding credence to retards. And then you dumb motherfuckers who enable this shit because it's black. It's corny. Stop it. You don't need to try and prove and affirm your blackness every fucking time we have an issue. You could just call shit out for what it is. It's fucking ghetto. It's not even just ghetto. It's offensive. Can we do that? God damn.
To the cookout. Naturally, she gets invited to the biggest streamer event from this year in 2025, Streamer University, a place in space where a lot of people.
I hate Kai Cenat. I don't care. I fucking hate Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat, people like Kai Cenat are what's wrong with the black community. I'm gonna do this in 5 minutes, and this is gonna be something that maybe a lot of y'all can agree to, or you're gonna find me very offensive in this moment, but I don't care. Kai Cenat doesn't care about black people, and he said this as such. I mean, I know what he's about. He only cares about his money and his fake ass image, which is fine. All right. He's now maturing, and I can tell he's not trying to do that same corny ass, goofy, embarrassing content he used to do, which is made him look like a complete fucking retard. Now he's trying to do content to where it's like, he's trying to branch out more. Okay. Yeah. But the damage has been done to where you invite all these corny ass people because it's not just her. You know what else came from Streamer University? People, the one that no one's talking about, who's also to me just as problematic as Nina Lynn, Zoe. Zoe's a piece of shit. All right, Zoe's a piece of fucking shit, bro. A disgusting, irreprehensible human being. So we're stuck here with both of these fucking retards that have basically come from the stupid Streamer University shit. And all it does is invite the most embarrassing people who are willing to do anything for attention. And you see the results. And no one's going to hold Kai responsible because it's like, well, you know, it's not his responsibility to, you know, sit there and try and like police people. You're right. But it's not like he's sitting there making this any easier for all of us. And it's also not like he doesn't sit there and profit off of the stupidity and the ratchetness of black people or certain type of people who are willing to act like degraded idiots so they can get fucking views and attention for fucking dumbass children to watch this shit. Adults don't watch this content. Children do. What adult can stomach this stupid shit? No. Kids. The fucking retard's going 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". Shut the fuck up. You know, I'm fucking sitting there watching this shit as an adult. The fuck? Oh, sorry on that rant. But I fucking hate, I've always hated Kai Cenat. I've always found him to be embarrassing, and I fucking hate his content. And I hate him. I think he's fake as fuck, and I think he's a piece of shit. Granted, I don't have any proof to allegations, and I don't like, and I've always defended him when it came to all the things where Twitter would come from for certain things. I've said those things are not really true, A, and B, it's not fair to put all that on him. That's fine. What I can't stand, what I don't like, what I think is retarded is the way that he handles a lot of these situations. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's fucked up. I'm just gonna say it. I think it's fucked up the way that his content is. I think it just invites trash and refuse like Nina Lynn.
People from a lot of walks of life came together and, you know, coexisted at
a bunch of trash walked into a fucking building. That's all you had to say. A bunch of fucking trash. It's all garbage. End of story.
Community college.
Hold on. I got a cookie.
If any, you see what I mean? Like, y'all, like, what the fuck, bro? Ew.
She hung out with FaZe. She hung out with Zoe Spencer. She got invited to the streamer.
Zoe Spencer is also, again, Zoe Spencer, piece of shit.
Games, and that's where it all went downhill. At the streamer games, while having a good time with a bunch of different participants, we saw the first step in Nina Lynn's inevitable downfall. You see, she couldn't keep her hands to herself. She decided to grope in a rub on another streamer's buttocks without their permission.
You ready, Emily? You ready?
Yeah, go ahead, Nina.
All right.
Okay,
actually not that bad.
I know.
But hey, man, that's all right. This is a very forgiving.
I mean, I'm pretty sure dude didn't fucking exactly fight it, so well, I guess we'll have to let that one go. Even though, like, what the fuck? If a guy did that shit, though, he's getting cuffed, he's getting executed, he's getting put up against the wall. I mean, in all honesty, though, for real, I don't like doing that double standard shit because there's a lot of instances where guys do get away with that shit that we don't talk about enough. But let's be real. That one, I kind of look in side eye. I really do. But I'm also like, that guy hasn't said anything. And I'm pretty sure it's because he kind of knew exactly what Nina was going to do before he got on that table. And I'm sorry to be that guy, but I think if you're going down to get quote unquote massaged and a woman's there, let's be real, homie. You and I both know you're thinking something sexual. I'm sorry. It's just how it is.
Community. Even though I do think that those actions are considered two letters, S and an A, it's okay. This community is a very forgiving community. And besides, we see that it was a woman on a man, which gets invalidated all the time. She was going to do the China stream with Agent, but she still could not contain herself from her ways. I think in the second half of 2025, she went on a total spiral, invalidating Saeed when being pressed about it. She ultimately got unbanned. You know, she kind of made jokes and made light about the situation. And then went on the whole shoplifting spree, challenging a bunch of creators that were at the top, just genuinely being disrespectful. All to end up being what? The camera person for Wendy Ortiz?
You want to go first, Nina?
Yeah, I got you, Nina.
Come on now. Why you not stealing this?
Oh my God.
Why you doing this the right way? Why you paying for this? You steal everything else.
For that too?
Come on, steal the fair. Why not steal the fair?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to get cameraman. I swear to God, I didn't mean to. What did you just do?
Usually this is the point in the video in which I give some sort of grace or some sympathy for the creator going through this situation, saying that there's probably some time in which they can grow and learn from this experience. So I'm going to do that now. I'm going to give you all the grace that I have to give for Nina Lynn in this situation.
Let me actually do the same thing. I want to give grace and love and, you know, really hope that she grows. And I'm just sitting here stalling to find the right clip to completely do the exact opposite of that because
just put the fries in the bag, bro. You washed.
Yeah, no.
Fuck you, bitch!
There's my grace. That's what I think. Fuck that bitch. Excuse me. Excuse me, I had to sneeze there. I'm not that. Imagine sneezing on stream. Mute the mic, people. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't have any. This is a person who was sitting in a nail salon where a woman was asking her simply, hey, don't curse in front of my child. And she continued to curse in front of the child. Aggressive curse words at that. She was asked not to film somebody, but continued to film somebody. She tried to go hard on somebody that was a simple taxi cab driver. This is somebody who just does not learn. Friend of the show, Cameron, dubbed her as the female Jack Doherty.
I agree. I completely agree. And the thing, and her bodyguard, her big black bodyguard, is societal norms because dudes normally don't punch women like man. I'm gonna tell you this right now. The day might come where a dude just says, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. And if it's on camera, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. I don't care. They're not gonna care it's on camera. They're gonna beat the shit out of you. And it's gonna happen. And some dude's just gonna say, you know, I'm not Saeed. I am gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna throw you to the ground and I'm gonna stomp you. And it's gonna happen to her. And you know what? Ain't nobody gonna shed a tear. Ain't nobody gonna feel bad, and ain't nobody gonna fucking do the whole male attacking women shit or choose the or this is why females choose the bear. Bitch, she is the bear. She is worse than the bear. At least a bear does what they do for territorial reasons. They're not conscienceless, fucking disgusting monsters. She is.
I can honestly say that kind of stacks up. This should serve as a cautionary tale, though. There's not a lot of them that are going into 2026 with us that are actually culturally relevant, but any of these nuisance streamers, these over-the-top assholes when it comes to the streaming community. If you are starting off your career like this, just know that this is the path. This is the trajectory. No matter how lax you think Twitch is, no matter how much money you think that you are bringing to the space. Nina Lynn was actually on a meteoric trajectory this year, but she could not help herself but from being a dickhead. I'm telling you right now that if you see yourself having a career starting off on the same pathway as Nina Lynn, you know, the appropriation, the N-words, the essays, the nuisances in publics, the just being totally annoying and disrespectful to people. You have all these collaborations that you're feeding your hand. People want to have you on their streams, but you're just continuously pushing and poking and prodding. Know that you will be banned like her and know that it will be permanent.
No, actually, let me take it a step further. By the way, a good video, brother. If you guys want to follow him, let me show you his channel, Omizi, right here. You can do that right here. You can subscribe right here. This is his content. Wendy Ortiz calls out male streamers and it backfires. I wish Wendy Ortiz would just shut the fuck up. I really wish she would. I wish that dumb bitch would shut the fuck up. But anyways, I wanted to say that you could find his channel there, but I'll take it a step further. You'll be in jail. Let's ask, how's Vitaly doing? How's Vitaly doing? Oh, getting fucked in prison. Oh, how's fucking Johnny Somali doing? Getting fucked in prison. And you know what? Good. They deserve it. They have committed crimes on camera multiple times and tried to make people's lives worse day by day. And you know what? I'm glad to see it. It's about time these people start getting accountability thrown in their doorstep and shoved up their asses. And they have to wake up every morning with that same accountability stick shoved so far up their ass they can taste it into their mouth and say, good morning, sir. How would you like to fuck me today? And I hope that they fucking get fucked. Pieces of shit. Oh, and watching Jack Doherty's even better. Like, Jack Doherty just spiraling. Downhill, just tanking, nuking. It's so fucking delicious. Oh, it makes me feel so happy. I love when people get what they have coming to them, especially people like Jack Doherty, especially people like Nina Lynn. Oh, if only Zoe Spencer can get fucking wrecked next. Dumb bitch. I can't stand that bitch, but I don't know if she's a nuisance streamer. I just know that that incident happened, and I've always hated her. I've always hated her anyways. I think she was just a loudmouth, stupid, ignorant twat. But I don't know if she's done anything illegal just yet. But yeah, there's that. I guess I can add another thing to my streamer deck. Let's see. If you add another topic, I'm just trying to think. Let me take a look at what else we have. Let's take a look. Maybe Osmond Gold has a topic. Who knows? Let's see if I get an idea. Let's see. The war on drugs is I don't care. Well, I wish Mikey did a DSP doc, but I'm pretty sure that's just it's probably not worth it mentally. You'd probably rage quit halfway through. So do you guys, you know what I think we should do? I don't really have an audience yet, and I'm building one, but let's do a review. It's time. There we go. Let us do the Nick Fuentes review. Let's start the Nick. I'm not going to get through all of it. Don't get me wrong. I'll probably be done in like 30 minutes. But let's do the Nick Fuentes review. Well, let's take a quick break and listen to some music or whatever. I don't know. Y'all can give me like 30 seconds or to a minute, and we can just do that. To those who watch this later, because I know my streams get watched later anyways, thank you guys for anyone that's subbing to the channel. It's been growing a little bit recently. I'm going to keep growing it. I really do care about trying to do this the right way this time. I've done YouTube 1,000 times, and I've always fucked it up because of interpersonal drama and dumb shit, and it's been my fault usually. Not anymore. We're going to do this the right way. So let's go on that break. I'm going to take a minute, and yeah.
Heartbeat, your man.
Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. All right, I got cookies, and now I'm ready to talk the Nick Fuentes part of this, and I will add it on to onto the title because it's credit earned. My opinion on Nick Fuentes is not very high. Okay, I think he's a fucking just complete subhuman little bitch, but I think he's a fucking fed. I do think he's a fed. I don't think there's no fucking way that this dude should be popular other than the fact that he's a fed, because no one should take him seriously. And how the hell did he escape the fucking January 6th shit after he kind of helped kick it off? I don't know. That screams fed to me. Anyways, let's kick this off and let's start this up. All right, Mikey, take us away.
One of the quickest ways for me to think somebody got that Cody Rhodes elimination chamber experience as a kid and is suffering from crippling amounts of childhood CTE is for them to say to me, "We live in a simulation. This reality ain't real, bro. You're trapped in the matrix and you don't even realize." Automatically chop that up to mental illness. At least I used to. Over time, I started understanding where the simulation sexuals are coming from, because our reality has gotten more clown coded year by year. Like every year for the past decade feels like we've sunk deeper and deeper into a circus matrix where everything is just a little bit dumber and unserious than it was before. And few people demonstrate clown world theory better than Nicholas J. Fuentes. Now, Nick's far from the biggest clown on the internet. Just look at his movement. And I'm putting the word movement in fat-ass Dave Blunt-sized quotes. It's full of way bigger clowns and lolcows than Nick himself. But while Nick ain't the biggest lolcow, this is a valuable barometer of sorts. Because this is a guy, about a decade ago, who was seen by his peers in high school as the most likely to become president. He was mature, well-spoken, charismatic, and had an in-depth...
I realized I just said sorry and went to a spiel about I'm sorry, and my mic was muted. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with me? I apologize again.
About politics that betrayed his youth. For a moment, he was getting some shine from influential conservative voices, and right-wing news outlets were scouting him out as fresh talent. Nick Fuentes was, at one point, one of the golden boys among young conservatives in America, with a lot of people thinking he was going to be one of the party's future stars. But somehow, between then and 2025, his reputation ended up like this.
Is it worse than being a Nazi? Is being a cuck worse than being a Nazi on the internet? Yeah, it is. I see more negative comments about Nick Fuentes being gay than him being a Nazi.
It's true.
And I think it's like a 10x. Like
it's true. It's the fact that he's a gay and he's Mexican. He's a gay Mexican who also is a cuck for other men. That's like the lowest you can be. Being a murderer is more acceptable than being Nick Fuentes. He's gay. I'm sorry. Force a habit.
More people talking about him being a cat boy than him, like talking about like Holocaust denial or anything like
that.
It's true.
It's like the worst thing about it is that no matter what Nick Fuentes does, his downfall will forever be the fact that he's gay. And I think that's great. Listen, I do not care if you're gay and whatever you do. That's not why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because Nick Fuentes cares about being gay. I laugh because Nick Fuentes is such a fucking retard that he has based his entire fucking career. Oh my God. Sorry, something's on in the background and it involved the finger getting cut. Ella Purnell can do horrible things to me, by the way. I just wanted to say that. But for real, like, my brother, you're gay. It's okay. All right. But everyone knows it now. And the Catboy shit's kind of weird. Even if I'm accepting, I think it's weird as fuck. Because I think I think anything that's furry, that's furry related, should be considered weird, and you should be considered as someone that should be put on a list. I don't know what kind of list, but a list. We should make a furry list official furry sexual list and treat it as we do other lists in this country. I'm just saying.
Gay? I don't know. I don't care. Like, I'm just saying, like, in general,
I don't
that's what
care
it is.
either, but it's just a fact. I only care because it's funny and it makes fun of Nick Fuentes, so of course I care.
How did we get here? How did Nick Fuentes get here? Well, it's a very long and surprisingly gay story. And I mean shockingly gay. It involves internet catboys, major politicians, popular e-celebs, the biggest federal investigation in American history. And somehow, Kanye West. This is the story of Nicholas J. Fuentes and how he failed to become the savior of the West.
It's just 3 hours, by the way. Strap the fuck in for the next few days. I'm going to be covering this on the side. It's going to make me sick.
Donald Trump has done irreparable damage to the United States in the past decade. And not even through his own actions, really. Just by existing. This dude has warped and reshaped the mind.
He really has. He's made like the left become this disgusting dystopian psychopathy of nonsense where you can literally wear a shirt and then be shit on. And that's going to do it. I swear to God, I have this bad feeling this Nick Fuentes doc thing is going to get me some attention that maybe I shouldn't get. Nah, I don't care. But seriously, it turned the left into this disgusting psychopathy of just nonsense running around. You have people basically fucking going after old ladies because they wear shirts. That happened early on the stream today, if you didn't know. Yes, and we covered it. You have there's the term Trump derangement syndrome is actually a real thing. I didn't think it was real. That was just a stupid thing on the right or some shit. No, it's real. I'm starting to see it's real. A lot of it is real. Then you have the right wingers have turned into a weird dystopian land of idiocy over weird shit. And then the Epstein shit happened, and it's just become this hilarious free for all. Now the right wing's gonna that's their downfall. The Epstein list will be the right wing's downfall, and it's just fucking hilarious. I love watching all these sides burn each other because it's just constant retards doing retarded things for the enjoyment of me, and I really enjoy it because I hate all these people. Oh, every single one of them. I hate every leftist, every right winger. You're all cancer. Kill each other. I don't give a fuck. Entertainment. Give me my bag of popcorn. Let's go.
Of people all across the country. Now, this malady is popularly known as Trump derangement syndrome, and it affects people both super anti-Trump and super pro-Trump.
Somebody tag in Donald Trump. Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please, Donald Trump.
Please, someone put him on a list.
Please save me. Please save me, Donald Trump. Please.
In dear God's name, please stop this truth.
Everyone's familiar with the more bombastic versions that turn people into hysterical doomsayers or dick riders of the most outrageous degree. But TDS comes in a more subtle variety too, where the afflicted party in question deteriorates gradually rather than all at once. Nick being a perfect example. See, Nick wasn't even a Trump supporter when he first started talking politics.
Nick was just a basic bitch right-winger college student. And then, I don't know what happened. I think he just became so... He just never had a chance to actually sit there and... I don't know. I guess he never had a chance to... He never had a chance to explore himself, man. And I think it's become now this thing where he's locked into being this person and he's just not. And by the way, how is it he looks so much different now than this? And I don't know if it's the hair. I don't know what it is. But he just looks a lot less white here. Like you could tell he's a white, like you could really feel like he's more, he could pass for a very annoying white kid. And he could have really got away with it. Now he completely looks like a you know that's a fucking Mexican white kid. You know that's a dirty breed. You know it is. You know that he can't get away with this. Look at him. Look, he looks like someone that actually is gonna actually save the world. It's the next Ben Shapiro. That's what he looks like. The next Ben Shapiro. Look at that little Ben Shapiro over here, man. He's gonna save the world one with the power of Jewish persuasion, man. He's not even Jewish. He had a gift and he threw it all away for cat boys and whatever gay shit. What do they call it? This is Kino. This might be a little Kino.
the internet. In the first episode of the Nicholas J. Fuentes show, the precursor to America First, Nick would admonish Trump for being a joke candidate while praising Ted Cruz of all people.
Now, everyone's been talking about the Trump phenomenon, and it is important and historic.
Oh, I apologize. I can't fix this where the sound and the video looks off. I apologize. Like, I can try and do this, but some reason, like, I guess it just does this, so I apologize. You can hear the sound, and I'm sorry if it's a little off. I'll be looking into that later. It's very annoying for me, so I apologize to people who have to watch this.
Now, everyone's been talking about the Trump phenomenon, and it is important and historic. What you have to consider about Donald Trump is that he's not an ideologue. He is an opportunist. He's not a conservative, and it doesn't matter what he
still
is.
isn't a conservative to this day. Everyone should know that. Donald Trump is not a conservative. Donald Trump is, in fact, just a troll. Like, he actually really is. And the man's still trolling to this day. I mean, he literally just like danced on the grave of fucking what's his fucking name? He just died. He was murdered, actually. Rob Reiner. He just danced on the it's something a troll would do. He's a hater. Only a hater would do some shit like that. Like, what the fuck? He just danced on this guy's grave. Like, it's just that is straight hater shit. Like, he's motherfucking Lex Luthering. That's what that was. He's a troll. I mean, he's not a conservative. He's not a liberal. I mean, the left wing used to love Donald Trump. That's what's funny. The left wing loved Donald Trump until he announced he was running for president. And they're like, okay, listen, bro, you're not going to make it, so we're going to paint you as this racist. Why they did that, I don't know. But once they started doing shit like this, well.
Because all he wants is power. Donald Trump has served his function. His time is over. It's time for serious candidates. Let the adults talk, Donald. We don't need the exclamatory phrases, the borderline racist remarks. Now we need real candidates.
Yeah, Nick was really put together back in 2015 and 16. The lauded vice president of Lyons Township High School had already developed a reputation for being a gifted public speaker and politically adroit in a way most teenagers in America just weren't. After graduating, Nick would leave his hometown of Chicago to start attending Boston University, where he would study politics, unsurprisingly. This is also around a time where Nick would finally change his opinion about Trump, claiming in Boston University's Who I'm Voting For video that he would be voting for Trump for a list of reasons.
Okay. This is a great... Sorry, I've been chomping on cookies. I'm going to be real. This is a great representation of why Nick is the way he is. Nick Fuentes is lost in life, and he has no actual, like, legitimate backbone to anything. And that's why his fan base is full of disgusting, sick perverts and creeps and fucking weirdos who should all be put on a list. These are people who have no identity. And Nick doesn't have an identity. He doesn't know if he wants to be a racist, a Nazi, a gay boy, a fucking progressive, or a fucking goddamn MAGA person. He doesn't know what he wants to be. But he knows he wants attention, and he knows he wants to feel like a somebody. He wants to be like a character from Goodfellas. He wants to be a made man. He wants to be someone that's legit. He wants to be that. The problem is, Mr. Nicholas Fuentes, you don't have an identity. You don't have anything. You're a fugazi. You're fucking fake. You're not real. Okay? All right, you want to be a Henry Hill. But the reality is, you're not even half. You're not even half of Tommy DeVito. Seriously. Not even the football player. God, I still cannot believe to this day that I've never made that connection that Tommy DeVito is a football player for New York that played for the Giants and actually won a game against the Packers, which is crazy. And it's also the same name as the character in Goodfellas. Holy shit. But nah, you're not even half of Tommy DeVito. You're not, bro. You're not anything like that. You're not. You ain't that guy, brother. You're never going to be that guy, brother. And that's the problem. You don't have an identity. And that's kind of the issue with Nick Fuentes. He's never had an identity, and I don't know if he'll ever have an identity. And that's why I just don't understand how he's popular right now. Unless he's a Fed. He has to be a Fed. And even then, he's probably he doesn't even know what the fuck he wants to be as a Fed.
that include stopping the demographic shakeup in the country due to unchecked immigration. This video apparently didn't go over too well with people.
We're gonna poison ivy. Oh god, poison ivy. Seriously, one of the greatest motherfucking scenes of all time from Polly Walnuts, which shows you how much of a sociopath that he is. His first concern was poison ivy, not the fact that he just completely killed a man. God, I love this fucking shit.
Because Nick started receiving hate mail and even threats over.
That was. One more time. This is so good.
Apparently didn't go over too well with people because Nick started receiving hate mail and
you know what? You don't shoot a gun like that. He's like, like, are you stabbing? Like, it doesn't make the bullet go fucking harder, bro. The Sopranos is a comedy, bro. I swear to God. Like, as much as like The Sopranos is a serious drama and it has incredible, it's fucking hilarious. It is the funniest shit I've watched. Like, there are things that I laugh at, man. But bro, The Sopranos, there's shit in this show that makes me laugh so fucking much. Remember, there's the waiter scene where you shoot the waiter. He's like, well, this guy's twitching. He's still going. Like, you just whacked him with a rock, motherfucker. Of course he's going to be twitching, you fucking idiot. But he's just like, I don't know what he's doing. And they shoot the motherfucker. It's like, yeah, that's a solution. Just kill him. Like, this show was so fucking funny. It's like, I've watched a bit of it. It's just so fucking funny. Like, it's not just like a drama. It's comedy. Like, The Wire, I don't think I laughed at really anything to do with The Wire. You can't laugh at The Wire, right? I can laugh at The Sopranos all day long. That shit is fucking gold. Every inch of it is gold. It's like the Succession before Succession type of comedy. But it's also just really fucking funny.
even threats over what he said in it. I can't find this video, by the way. It's gone. I can find this video of Nick in high school telling people about how to get to the school prom, but that one Boston University video, nah, that shit's lost media. Nick stayed the course through 2016. He was gonna stand on 10 toes and confront the critiques
if I ever
of
find it, you think Mikey owes me like $1,000 for it? I'll charge him like $1,000 for it if I ever find it. If I can find it like on 4chan.
his ideas head on, entering a now infamous college debate shortly before the 2016 election with a fellow student. And I can't lie, Nick cooked this nigga. Came to the debate basically as an underdog, everyone thinking he was just some weirdo conservative kid with fringe conservative ideas, which he kinda was, but that made the rhetorical ass clapping all the more impressive. Now there was this one girl.
The guy came in with a suit and a beanie on it. Were we really gonna act like it was that impressive? Come on. Not to come off as a hater here, but I'm gonna be a total hater here. The kid came in with a fucking beanie on top of his head, acting like come on, man. If you can't win a debate with some fucking pathetic Seattle-looking douchebag, then you shouldn't be doing this.
Who thought especially highly of Nick's performance, a fellow Boston University student named Cassie Dillon. Cassie recorded the debate and sent it to Ben Shapiro, urging Shapiro to take Nick under his...
This is like the start to the Departed. And by the way, it's not The Departed. It's The Departed. You got to say The Departed. If you say The Departed, you're not feeling it. You got to say The Departed. So The Departed, right? Like, we're watching The Departed. This is like the start to The Departed, you know? Nick Fuentes is like fucking a dumber version of fucking Leonardo's character. And then this chick is gonna fuck him over in the middle of the movie. That's what it looks. It feels like the intro to The Departed. I swear to God. But it's just it's not. It's annoying that it's kind of annoying that's not. Oh God.
Because this kid was something special. Oh, she was right.
Special, all right.
Not in the way she was expected, but she was definitely right.
Unbeknownst to me,
I think the problem was she's like, oh my God, he hasn't tried to fuck me at all. I've been putting my vagina out there for this idiot to fuck me, and he hasn't done it. What is he, gay? And she's like, oh my God, he's gay. And that's kind of where it all like kind of went downhill when you found out that he was gay. And it's like, can't really have this, Nick. I mean, you're gay, so our base isn't gonna like that. They're gonna be like, no, you're gay, so. No, actually, it's because he's a fucking raging lunatic, and the fact that he was way too radical for the fucking, for the Daily Wire. Daily Wire to its credit, isn't wrong about a lot of things when it comes to their talent and personnel, unless it's what's her fucking name? Unless it's like Brett Cooper, which that wasn't even a personnel. That was just dumb. That was just a fucking misfire on all cylinders. But Candace Owens is crazy. Nick Fuentes is crazy. They're all fucking crazy. They're all mentally unstable, fed fucks. So at the end of the day, I understand exactly why they were canned, let go, given the old fucking rope pull. I get it, man. I get it.
I was doing this debate, and I was unaffiliated, unaligned. I was just some student doing this debate, arguing for
Please
Trump.
God, never have this look again. You look like a fucking dirty. You already know what I'm going to say. You look like someone that shouldn't be allowed within 30 miles of a school, motherfucker. Delete that shit. Never look like that again. You fucking spurg.
And Cassie Dillon, who was a fellow at Daily Wire, was periscoping the debate on her Twitter. After
Periscope? Man, God, I feel old.
She comes up to me and she says, "Oh my gosh, that was the best thing I've ever seen. My name's Cassie Dillon. I'm with the Daily Wire." She goes, "I texted Ben Shapiro about you. They wrote an article about me." One of their writers, who's Jewish, Elliot Hamilton, who was a Jewish writer at the
Okay, I'm done.
Daily Wire, wrote a big spread about me. I got on a phone call with Elliot Hamilton, and he said that they were considering offering me a job at the Daily Wire as a writer. And I said, wow, I'd love to do it. Just one problem. I started to become aware of some of the stuff that Candace did, and some of the stuff that Kanye did, and some of the stuff that other people did. So I started to talk about it. So I would talk to Cassie Dillon and Elliot.
Oh, you're still talking about Candace and Kanye to this day. Ain't you just such a pretty doll? Oh my God, what a pretty doll. Such a pretty doll that he is. Such a pretty fucking doll. Such a pretty, pretty doll. Oh, cutie pie. He's still talking about Candace. Oh, that's so adorable. I get it. I get it. They should really go out and, they should really go out and, settle out their differences, girlfriend to girlfriend, go on a girl's date, go on a girl's day, queen, the fucking goddamn woman. Catboy, a fetishist to psycho fucking black chick. That'd be fun. Seriously, like, nothing's changed. Time is a flat circle. He just looks more Mexican now and more gay.
Hamilton and these other Daily Wire writers and say, hey, why do we give $3.8 billion per year to Israel? Why are they our closest ally? Why did they call Obama an anti-Semite? Because he let the Security Council condemn the settlements in the West Bank. That's American policy. So within a few months of that, I was told that I would not be getting a job with Daily Wire. They all blocked me. They all cut contact with me. And then Cassie Dillon, who was at one time my biggest advocate, became my biggest enemy.
Yeah, even back in 2016 and early 2017, Nick was pondering real hard on America's loyalty to Israel. Now, Nick portrays this as just him talking about simple geopolitics. And maybe it was. Cassie Dillon did convert to Judaism some years later after this. Maybe she was this huge Judeophile from the very get-go and she got super defensive about...
No. But I will say it's part of it. I do agree that it's part of it. And knowing how hard that Ben Shapiro has shilled and gone fucking just tits up to fucking sit there and defend Israel at every turn. Yeah, I can see that to an extent. Yeah, but do I think that that's the total story of it? Absolutely not. Clearly, Nick Fuentes is a radical, and that's what happened. Nick Fuentes was a radical. He drank his own fucking Kool-Aid, and that's what happened. Granted, I do agree that these things that he was questioning were smart to question. He was right about that. But, everyone kind of does that now, so it's kind of like whatever.
Israel when Nick brought it up. But I don't know Cassie Dillon that well to say that.
I don't really care about Cassie Dillon whatsoever to say that.
Do know Nick Fuentes, though, and he's given us classics like...
Cassie, tell me the Jews don't run everything.
Yeah, that might not be a good idea, Nick. You're trying to get a job there. I don't know, bud. I mean, that might work if you want to be on Kino Casino, But even then, they're not going to hire you because they love the Jews on Kino Casino. As a certified fact, verified by a fat man on Kino Casino by the name of Triple P. That the Kino Casino loves the Jews. So I don't know if that would work with them either, as they are also on payroll for Ethan Klein apparently right now. I don't know. They're on maybe some payroll, maybe. But I don't think that works, bud. I don't know. Little swing and a miss there, bud. I don't know.
Please tell me I'm wrong. I never got like hysterical like that about it. But there was
no. I think you did. There's just no fucking way that you didn't get hysterical like that. You probably sat there and said and did the fucking he's Jewish. You probably did the fucking Alex Jones fucking Jew rant, which is still one of the funny. Sorry, the way that Alex Jones is a funny motherfucker, bro. I noticed what you did. You probably sat there, got all hysterical, and started fucking spamming the J word, and then started saying some other shit. There's just no fucking way.
Period during college for like 9 months where I was just looking for somebody to prove how I was wrong. I was just looking for someone seriously to tell me why the Jews aren't secretly running everything.
I swear to God, every psycho nut conspiracy theorist thinks that because no one answers your retarded questions, that means that your questions aren't retarded. Like, bro, that's like me going around saying, can someone prove to me why the frogs aren't fucking okay, let me actually, because no, the frogs are asexual. No, I'm not going to go into asexual. It's like me going around asking actually why Andy Worski or some shit. Let's do Andy Worski here. Why Andy Worski isn't doing cocaine right now. It's stupid to ask that question because obviously he's on the narrow path and he's exhibited no signs of doing cocaine. But because no one's answering me, that adds credence to my stupid fucking claims. It's the Eric Cartman fallacy. I call it the Cartman fallacy, where Eric will go around saying, "Oh, if no one is gonna prove me wrong on the stupid shit I'm asking, that means it's true because no one can come up with a rebuttal for something so retarded." As where, reality is anyone with a simple common sense and a simple fact can just debunk Cartman shit, but they don't think it's worth the time to do so because Cartman's a retard. It's the Cartman fallacy. And unfortunately, that's what Nick Fuentes is doing often with a lot of his shit. It's like, can you prove me wrong on this? No, Nick. It's because it's retarded. No one should have to. Some things he says is completely correct. Yes. But some of the things that he asks are kind of stupid. So people don't really take it seriously, boo-boo. Also, I got one for you. Why haven't we... There's an elephant in the room. A giant P-worded elephant in the room, Nick Fuentes, that maybe you should answer about a certain former member that was doing some disgusting shit with young men that you never quite gave us a good answer to. Prove me wrong on that, motherfucker. Huh. Funny.
And I just literally never got a good answer. Every time I got close, they would just fire me from things. That was it. Because I watched a documentary about how the Holocaust was fake in college. I think it must have been my first semester, and it was called The Holocaust, Why We Believe. And I was watching it in my college dorm, and I'm like, man, this is making some really good points. So I just started asking people. I'm like, this is bullshit. Like, the Holocaust is a lie, and the Jews run the media.
So I don't know, Nick. Maybe Cassie was overreacting.
Yeah, sure, but maybe the Daily Wire overreacted, and maybe Cassie just had it out for you. After you just said the Holocaust didn't happen. You fucking idiot. I don't know, bro. Seriously? Like, seriously? Okay.
And just slandered you and had her connections blackball you for no reason. Me personally, I think that is way more likely you got a little too comfortable and showed your power level. And Cassie, without you were just a right-leaning libertarian like you were literally claiming you were.
I am a libertarian with a small L, a Republican, and a constitutionalist. I believe in individualism, American exceptionalism, and small government.
Just a year ago, got caught off guard. So that kind of took some of the wins out of Nick's sails, and it wouldn't be the last time someone from his old college days would try to screw Nick over. Like when somebody recorded audio and leaked it of him talking about interracial relationships.
Her in your daily existence by Jews.
I told you yes, absolutely.
Would you say that me having sex with my dog is the same thing as me having sex with a black man?
No. But they would both be degenerate.
Oh, says the fucking half white. Look, says the says the Mexican half breed. That's adorable.
I don't really care about Nick or anybody else's opinions on interracial relationships. I will say Nick being so anti-miscegenation is pretty odd for a dude whose dad is literally Mexican and whose personal hero is a bipolar black man who's obsessed with white women with fat asses.
For real. Motherfucker, literally, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for biracial marriages and relationships. Again, the only people who care about shit like that are the fat, lame, unhygienic, fat fucking losers with their fucking anime profile pics going on Twitter going, oh, the white race is clearly superior. Do you fat fuck? You aren't even superior to your own fucking, to a fucking disabled person in a wheelchair, you fat fucking clown. Get the fuck out of here, stank bitch. I block anyone with an anime profile pic. I already know you are retarded. You have nothing good to say, and you should be regarded as a fucking future school shooter. Get the fuck out my goddamn face. And that sounds offensive? Good. I want to be more offensive to people like this, because there ain't no way I'm gonna fucking take racial fucking theory from a fucking fat ass who can't get out of his own goddamn gaming chair. I said it. I said it. This is where we need to be at. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these conversations. I'm sick of these dumb conversations where you got to fucking hear from morons that literally say a bunch of dumb shit. And then it's like, I should listen to this fucking anime account on Twitter because he's fucking racist and based. I feel anyone that goes around calling everyone based is probably a retard. I block these people because I cannot stomach the idea that I waste more than 3 seconds of my life looking at a retard's fucking opinion. Absolutely not.
A little bit of a paradox going on there, Nick. But whatever, Nick was still going strong in 2017. In early February, Nick would debut the very first episode of America First Live, a show that was basically the Nicholas J. Fuentes Show 2.0 for Right Side Broadcasting Network, a conservative outlet that had picked Nick up. He had also co-founded America First Media with one James Alsa, who he also co-hosted the podcast Nationalist Review with. Aside from a couple bumps in the road here and there, things were going pretty well for Nick. And then, that summer, he and James took a trip to Charlottesville. Okay. So there's this meme about how everyone in the far right is just secretly a Fed. There's no part of the political spectrum that glows in the dark quite as bright as the dissident right. Every other person is suspected of, if not being an FBI agent, of at least being an informant who's on their payroll. Now, while every influential dissident right figure has gotten glowy accusations once or twice, few have glowed as bright as Richard Spencer. Some of you might remember Spencer. He was kind of a big deal shortly before and during Trump's first term.
Oh man, I miss the days of Richard Spencer. That dude was so funny to laugh at. I enjoyed laughing at that dude. We didn't know how good we had it.
Famous for classic quotes like, "I want to make white privilege great again. Africans actually benefited from white supremacy." And Sargon, you think you're more intelligent than you are.
Stop trying to be a dick.
Sargon, I am sorry. You're going to find this insulting. You think that you are more intelligent than you are.
Yes!
That is a difficult place for you to be.
Yeah, Spencer was bigger than any other name in the alt-right by far. He was also the dude who set off more Fed alarms than almost any other name in the alt-right by far. Because how did he end up as the king of the American far-right anyway? Well, he was anointed as such by the media, who never missed an opportunity to put a camera and a mic in Spencer's face, waiting for bro to give the spiciest hot take he had in the chamber, even inviting him for personal interviews. A privilege nobody else in that corner of the right wing was getting.
Sounds familiar. Sounds very familiar, guys. Who do we know that's getting that same treatment right now? Who do we know that's vilified for being a racist Nazi fuck, getting mainstream interviews and mainstream attention from people like Piers Morgan and Tucker Carlson? Who do we know? Oh, no. Nick. No, Nick, no. You're not a Fed. No, you're my Groiper hero. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. That's a shame. Anyways.
A lot of other guys in the right to conclude that Richard Spencer was just controlled opposition who was getting all this clout and attention from the media specifically because he made the rest of the right look bad. Now,
once again, message.
While I see where these Spencer is totally a glowy guys are coming from, they neglect the possibility that Spencer is just slow. And this is the great quandary about Charlottesville. Was it an FBI honeypot to hurt us?
In fairness to that, and to that response of that, like to respond to that, yes, he is a retard. But that even adds more to the fact that he's a fucking goddamn Fed, because I think that they prey on stupid people that sound intelligent, that are willfully retarded enough to do this shit. Nick Fuentes is probably one of those people. I'm just saying. Now, granted, I don't know if he's a Fed. There's no proof that he's a Fed. But let's be real. I think the fact that the dude stood up on top of a goddamn fucking, like, stood up on top and had a megaphone and went and said, storm the Capitol and shit, and yelled out that we should fucking run. He basically egged on the goddamn whole thing. And then somehow, of everyone, he was the one that was never, ever fucking charged or given not even as much of a slap on a wrist. You didn't even get this. You didn't get that. Somehow he got away with that. Then when the federal indictment or charge or for the federal investigation came upon him, he lied about this. He's like, oh, my accounts were frozen. No, they weren't. They were instantly unlocked. Now, if this was a real federal investigation on someone that they were serious about investigating, they would never unfreeze their accounts. That shit's frozen, homie. And you're probably fucked. But somehow Nick Fuentes was okay. Homie was getting treated like fucking P. Diddy, but ended up fucking absolutely untouched on the other side. You tell me how the fuck that looks. Right.
As many white nationalists as possible in one location? Or is Richard Spencer just retarded and didn't know why this was very
odd? Two things can be true. I think two things can be true. That he was dumb enough to have done this because of influence. He was dumb enough to do this because maybe he was an informant and they said, hey, it's a good idea to maybe do this. You know, two things can be true at once, Mikey. Two things can be true at once. I'm just saying.
Obviously, a very bad idea. While Spencer's motivations might stay in the dark, we can say for certain that everyone else who went is a certified dumbass. And that includes Nick Fuentes and James Alsop. I don't know what they were thinking, but they and everyone else pulled up to this far-right function like moths to a flame. And well...
Blood and soil! Blood and soil! Blood and soil! You will not replace us! You will not replace us!
I'm gonna say this here, and I'm gonna go on my theory. All right, see you later, Groiper. Get the fuck out of here, fuck boy. Get out of here, fuck boy. Maddie is 6. You are banned because you are a cuck and that you should be fucking thrown into a prison cell. Groipers have no rights here. You are replaced. You can go around saying you can't replace us, bitch. Guess what? You've been replaced. Banhammer, bitch made. I don't fucking fuck with you Groiper bitches. You disgusting subhuman cocksuckers. Fuck out of here. Who's next? You're real misinformed. That's all their go-tos. This is a Groiper. I can literally say the grass is green. You're so misinformed. The grass is clearly blue for Nick Fuentes' cum that I'm guzzling into my mouth. Get the fuck out of here, bro. No one fucking wants to see you bitches, bro. Everyone thinks you guys are a bunch of fucking child you-know-whats. Everyone thinks that. Because they're probably right. You follow Nick Fuentes, you're probably a loser that'll probably not make it past the age of 25. Just gonna be real. Good luck, Maddie is 6. Get the fuck out. Bitch thought he was gonna get rights around here. Nah, motherfucker. You in the wrong hood. Anyways, let me make this very clear what I think happened. I believe that this was the place where either you became a Fed or you got arrested. And I think he's here that Mr. Nick Fuentes might have become a Fed. Who knows? That's what I think. Any Groiper wants to get banhammered, here's your opportunity. Once again, I don't fuck with you disgusting fucks because I know what your little disgusting community does with children. And for that, get the fuck out. You sick fucking freaks. It's funny seeing a bunch of white people fight each other for something so stupid. It's amazing.
We begin tonight with that breaking news, a horrific scene in Charlottesville, Virginia, a white nationalist rally that descended into deadly violence and chaos. The images just coming in, a car plowing into a crowd of demonstrators protesting against those
I think
white
I saw that Maddie is 6 motherfucker on Mikey's actual fucking documentary. I shit you not. I think I called him out for being a creep. That's hilarious. I think I remember this dude. God, bro, does Nick pet you on, give you like good little pets for being a little bitch? God damn. And I think he said the exact same thing to fucking Mikey. He said to me, "You're misinformed." Okay, bro. Sure. My eyes are lying to me.
A 32-year-old woman killed, a number of severe injuries, many life-threatening. A driver has been taken into custody.
Unite the Right and its consequences were a disaster for the alt-right specifically and the right wing in general. Trump, along with the rest of the Republican Party, would spend the rest of his first term with the stench of this event.
Well, the problem is Trump didn't exactly disavow this shit, which was the problem. Granted, everyone has free speech and the right to their opinions, but you also have the right to get judged for your opinions. And it didn't look good when Trump didn't disavow this. So it wasn't like he was wiping that hard. But yeah, this is pretty fucking bad. It's pretty fucking bad. The worst part is I don't actually blame Trump for this because, in my honest opinion, this shit would have happened under any president. This was a sting operation at best. And like in Obama's last term, we had all these race riots going around anyways. It doesn't matter. This is a social issue, not a political issue, and that's the problem. People don't want to understand that, and it's very apparent. I feel so bad that Groypers thought they had it right here, man. I feel bad for that Matty 6 guy, for real. Dude really came here to get clowned on. You're so misinformed. It's not even. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Don't want to. All right, go get your fucking hard drive scrub, bro.
Over them. And the alt-right? Oh, they were done. Cooked.
They're resurging.
Talking mass deplatforming all across the net throughout all
That's
of
when,
the
like,
rest.
The left wing had a full control over the social media empire, and they could just go bam, bam, bam. And this was stupid. This was dumb because you set a precedent that wasn't gonna go well in the long run for people who are going to support the retards you're banning. Not because of their points, but because of the fact that no one likes to support banning people. Americans have a very stupid way of thinking. Oh, you banned this person? Well, they must be saying some good shit if you're banning them. Not realizing what they say. I mean, that's how Candace Owens just got popular. That's all Candace Owens has done. Let me say all the dumb shit that you shouldn't say, that no one with a damn working brain would think. And then retards will flock to it because it sounds pretty base to them, because it's like, well, why can't she fucking say that Erica Kirk might have had something to do with the death of her husband? Because it's retarded. It's strictly retarded. But why can't you say that? And why is no one trying to prove me wrong? Well, because it's simply the dumbest thing they've ever heard, and that they don't have to, and they shouldn't have to take this seriously, you fucking moron. Maybe the Groypers might take it seriously, but even when Nick Fuentes is out here calling Candace Owens out, which I think is partly because he's a jealous little catty bitch, but even then, whatever, right? You gotta ring up a dub, ring it up, Nick Dub, right? Even when he's saying it, I think it's because it's probably true that it's retarded, but no one's gonna answer you on that because it's the dumbest thing they've ever heard.
Of the year. A lot of these sites were looking for a reason to call these dudes in the first place, especially the ones with bigger followings.
I mean, they're still here. I mean, again, Matty 6 is going to lead the second fucking coming of the alt-right, as soon as he gets his hard drive scrubbed because he's a creep. I don't know who this guy is. I just want to keep making fun of him. He's like my bitch now, and I'm going to make fun of him now. I'm misinformed, and I have no idea what I'm watching because Nick Fuentes isn't my zaddy. God, I fucking hate Groypers, man. They're fucking sickos. And they're like the lamest type of sickos. They're just beta male cucks. They're beta male cucks. That's the fucking worst part. They're not even fun to make fun of anymore. Just beta male cucks who probably need to be looked at by the FBI. So that sucks now.
Heat from Charlottesville gave them the excuse they needed to do just that. You know what rising star in the dissident right managed to survive the great alt-right purges of 2017 and 18? Nicholas J. Fuentes. Somehow, our little far-right Chicano was one of the few who managed to keep his head on his shoulders. I guess he was just too short for that censorship site to clip him, because his YouTube channel and socials were left alone. For a while at least. The only real lick he got for going to unite the right was getting dropped by RSBN in August, but even that was more of a blessing than a curse because America First was starting to gain some real steam. Nick would even make a small company out of it, the America First Network, with James Alsop by October. You ever wonder how Nick made it to the top of the dissident right? Well, this is how. He just got lucky. Nick's star would actually shoot even higher in the months following Charlottesville because of the interviews he received from outlets like Time Magazine, the Boston Globe, NBC's Today, and even Fox News. Now, a lot of this attention was, admittedly, really negative, and it resulted in
now look at him. Now they were like, you know what? I'm telling you, this is all going to end only one way, y'all. The way that Richard Spencer went out, it's going to happen to Nick Fuentes. They're just building him up, showing this out for people to rage over, and then they're going to fucking lead a sting operation on his ass. That's it. I'm telling you. All this is fool's gold. I'm telling you. It's coming. Give it 6 months' time. Give it a year's time. We all know what's coming. It's so predictable. And what sucks is I feel as though people are, again, unless you're a groper retard like that last guy, you know what's coming. You guys can tell what's coming, and it's kind of why I've checked out of politics. It's all the same redundant, retarded shit. But Nick is gonna fall into the same trap, and it's kind of sad that he's gonna fall for it, and he's gonna be the fall guy. Even though I listen, I'm not like Kino Casino. I don't know. I don't really put the whole mass like him damaging the American male youth. I think that that's not what's going on. I think the internet itself as a whole is a cocktail that people like the last guy just banned are such losers because all they do is consume so much internet bullshit theory. They don't have any real education or brain or anything going on. Like that guy's a loser. There's nothing going on in that guy's life, but he'll consume all of this and think it's true because he doesn't really think for himself. He just needs the fucking internet to, basically tell him that he's not a pathetic piece of shit. You know what I mean? It's a coping mechanism. And I don't think I blame Nick Fuentes completely for that. I think Nick Fuentes is a symptom of this type of bullshit, and it happens on both sides, obviously, for different reasons. And it's a disease, and that's really what it comes down to. That's what I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't really care.
People targeting him and sending him threats online that now he didn't think he was safe studying at Boston University anymore. So Nick was
Maybe he wasn't.
And dropped out shortly after Charlottesville to move back in with his parents in Chicago. Now, I have no way to prove this, but I'm 100% positive that Nick dropping out so abruptly was motivated by Kanye, who's his idol, his second messiah.
College dropout. College fucking dropout, yo. I could play that shit right now if we can get copyrighted. Fuck. Woo. Alpha step, omega step. That wasn't even from College Dropout, I'm pretty sure. Omega step, kappa step. I love that fucking song. Damn. Kind of used to be so good. But that's not even from College Dropout, by the way. I'm pretty sure that's from hold up. Let me look it up. I want to make sure I know. Alpha step, omega step, kappa step. Oh. Let's take a look. School Spirit. Oh, fuck, I love School Spirit. I just can't remember the album. It is the College Dropout. Never mind. What's College Dropout? What am I thinking of? Because this College Dropout was not my first ever Kanye album. It was the album after College Dropout. Hold on. I had two albums. It was a Chris Brown album. Graduation was my first ever Kanye album. It was my first ever album, period, man. it was a religious experience for me, man. I fucking love graduation. Oh, I might start listening to that tonight, bro, just to get the feels, man. I almost want to cry. Fuck. Brings me back, nigga.
He probably has a shrine to this
Hey,
nigga,
man,
right?
I got a shrine to fucking graduation too, brother.
Next to his bed. You just know he was playing College Dropout on repeat during
Alpha
his
step, Omega step, Kappa step, Sigma step, Gangsta. You know, he was just coughing that out, brother. You know that's what he was doing. Oh, the Groiper can't understand this type of culture. They're too busy looking at weird shit. Anyways. Oh man. Fuck you, Groipers, bro.
whole flight back home. Now, Nick, so far as I know, has never attempted to go back to school or even expressed a desire to go back to school.
I mean, why would he? He's getting paid by a bunch of retards like Maddie is 6 over here. Of course they're gonna pay him. They're gonna fucking like go, yes, Daddy, let me get that fucking money for you. Yeah, that's literally me fucking like flipping the dollar bills, brother. They're just making it rain up in that bitch for Nick Fuentes. Just tell them all the stupid shit they want to hear. Dumb fucks. And you don't even treat them right. He treats them like shit. Nick Fuentes treats you worse than I treated Maddie at 6 because I didn't fucking sit there and try to also Maddie in 6, life ruined off of being a bitch. Even though he is a retarded bitch. Anyone that comes at you in response to this fucking document that says you're misinformed, assume that they are a fucking retard and block them accordingly. They will have nothing to say to you. Their fucking shit is retarded. I've never had a conversation with a guy that's ever said that, and I thought, wow, maybe I am misinformed. No, it's usually followed by a bunch of conspiracy theory nut job shit that literally is laden with, why don't you think for a minute? Look around, bro. As if I'm in the fucking Matrix or some shit. Shut up, dumb fucking go get my order.
Said. And it wasn't a straightforward path towards being a politician or proper political analysis like he and others who knew him imagined. His path would be that of an edgy E-celeb.
It's only gotten worse from here.
Now, some of you might be wondering, Mikey, what happened to James also, Nick's co-host? Don't worry, we'll get to James. But first, we gotta establish a couple things about Nick. So at this point, he's officially a political e-celeb of the right-wing fringe variety. That's a real small niche. You might think that would give him free reign, but nah, the far-right influencer sphere is one of the most overcrowded on the internet. Because none of these mainstream platforms really want to host these dudes. So they all huddle up on the same few tiny-ass but pro-free speech sites and fight over the same tiny-ass pool of viewers and supporters. All that by itself
yeah, pretty gay, but here we are.
Pretty rough. But what's worse, really the roughest part about being a dissident right figure, and the main reason none of these motherfuckers ever really get anywhere, is that they all hate each other. You would have thought the people who hated far-right niggas the most were leftists, but nah, you want someone who's gonna get real.
They literally hate each other. It's so fucking hilarious.
Grimy on Richard Spencer or Mike Enoch? Call another dissident righty. This friendly fire results obviously in a lot of drama, and there's never been a bigger friendly fire merchant or drama monger in the dissident right than Nick Fuentes. If there's an alt-righter with an opinion Nick didn't like, he would personally make sure that dude was destroyed and publicly admonished on stream and on Twitter for the world to see. Now, Nick's excuse for this behavior was that all these alt-right dudes, which he never considered himself a part of, just weren't optical like he was. What with their open Nazism and openly white supremacist talking points. Nick thought the far right needed to take a more strategic approach, hiding their power levels until they could get people who shared their interests in the positions of power and change the GOP from the inside. And doesn't that just sound subversive as fuck? Like, you constantly hear these dudes crying about Marxists and Jews subverting the West when that's literally what they want to do. See, it's not that subversion is automatically bad. It's just bad when people who don't share my specific politics are doing the subversion.
Well, because how am I supposed to funnel all the money and views to myself? Am I supposed to like get a bunch of fucking, how am I supposed to funnel all the fucking, cockroach peons that'll fucking hang on every word that I say? How am I supposed to get all the retards that go around telling people that they're misinformed all day and wasting their lives doing so? How am I supposed to funnel that all to myself if you're doing the same thing? Right.
Wait, Nick's obsession with optics and disapproval with how a lot of his dissident right peers got down led to him butting heads and stirring the pot with a lot of them on the regular. Millennial Woes, Tara McCarthy, Lauren Southern, Richard...
Woo! Man, Lawrence Southern, you sick bitch. Man, bro. You know how, man, I used to fucking think Lawrence Southern was fine as fuck. And then I found out she banged Destiny, and I completely and absolutely almost wanted to become gay in that moment. I almost wanted to become gay. No wonder fucking Nick Fuentes likes cat boys. All the fucking far right hot chicks are all just gross. Ugh. It drive man to cat boy hell. Such a shame, bro. I mean, knowing that you bang Destiny is an instant like STD checkup for a woman. It has to be like, okay, get STD checked right now. You are clearly tainted by Satan himself. You need to go check. I don't care if you even come back clean. I'm going to assume that you have like 17 different diseases. I don't care. Call me whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. It is the truth. And if you don't like that, well, I don't know why you're here.
Spencer, the list goes on. If there was drama popping off in the dissident right sector of the internet in 2017, there was like an 80% chance Nicholas J. Fuentes was involved. Knicks fans thought that Nick's aggressiveness towards his peers was actually based in a good thing.
So Maddie is 6 is actually happy I just did all that. See, Maddie, I was just doing exactly what Zaddy does to you, treating you like a little bitch because you're accustomed to being everyone's bitch boy. That's why you're, a freak. Okay, see, I knew I was doing the right thing. See, you Goipers love being treated like shit. And you love being treated like second-class citizens because you're all disgusting subhuman losers who everyone's gonna keep making fun of. That's why you're called Goipers. Do you ever think that the name just sounds kind of, I don't know, sick as fuck? Like disgusting? God, you guys, like, it's literally like a fucking Y away from being called Gropers. Yes, you guys are disgusting. That's the point. Are you that retarded? Of course you are. You're Groipers. What a group of retards.
Because he was cutting the chaff, going after guys who were harming the far right in the long term and holding back its more credible elements. That's bullshit though, because the actual reason was just that he was a shit-stirring troll who purposely got into dogfights with other dissident right influencers.
And now he's the next Richard Spencer. Our boy's growing up, Mikey. Our boy's growing up. He's now a useful retard. I'm proud. He's also gay!
For clout, to steal some of their audience, and to discredit their movements while building up his own. He just did it for attention. If Nick actually cared about any of these retarded movements in the dissident right getting off the ground, he would have done what a lot of the guys he was throwing shade at did and got out to do some actual activism and canvassing for political candidates he supported. But nope, just gonna stay inside, do my little show, play my video games from the comfort of my parents' basement. Hey, who does that sound like? Don't let the fact that he streams in a suit all the
What I would do for Nick Fuentes versus fucking Review Tech USA in a battle of the fucking lolcow retards. Oh man, what I wouldn't do for that. That was funny. That was really funny. Oh my god. Damn, that one got me. That one got me, bro.
time fool you. Nick is shockingly lazy. That's how you can tell he's only part Mexican, because his work ethic outside of streaming is embarrassing. Which finally brings us back to Nick's co-host, James Alsop. Back in mid-January of 2018, Nick had an episode of America First where he talked to former congressional candidate Paul Nealon. Nealon would lose, by the way. And his association with Nick Fuentes will permanently cripple his future political ambitions. Anyway, despite their talk mostly being about Nealon's policy proposals and just a sliver being about Jews, Nick still felt it was a good idea to name the episode Paul Nealon on the Tribe. This was when Nick was still on YouTube. And I don't know, man, that just doesn't sound very optical to me. And James felt the same way. Unlike Nick, he didn't want a channel that he was the partial owner of to be demonetized, have live streaming disabled, or just get straight up nuked by the YouTube powers that be. So wanting to be on the careful side and considering the title to be clickbait anyway, he changed it. And Nick was pissed. He took this editorial decision by James as a big insult. Just who did Allsup think he was, backseat driving Nick's decision with his channel? Again, Nick was only partial owner of America First Media. It belonged to James too. But Nick wasn't stressing those type of details. He was thoroughly fed up and took to Periscope, a now defunct Twitter streaming app, and announced that America First Media was done. It was over with. And it was...
This entire shit was so funny to me. Oh my God. This shit is just so funny to me. You know what the best part about it is? You know what the best part about this is? People are going taking victory laps over Nick's rise. They're not even asking the question as a proper conspiracy theorist should ask. Why the fuck is he rising? Why would someone who is a fucking on the shit list of the American government for saying the truth be given such rise on mainstream platforms? Guys, I don't know. Sounds like a fucking op going on. I'm just saying. I sounds conspiracy theorist myself. But let's be real. The last time we did this, Charlottesville happened. And we all know how that played out. I'm just saying. I didn't do the Fed. It's no fucking way. And it's just funny seeing his rise. But I know it's just astroturfed as fuck. Because it makes no sense to why it's rising after everything they tried to do to him. Then you say, oh, maybe that's just now people just gotten on board. Yes and no. See, you can tell a genuine rise versus an artificial one in a sense of who's letting what on where. And I'm just going to be real. It just seems like artificial shit. But at the same time, I don't really care. Not my fucking problem. My thing is laughing at this is because I think Nick Fuentes has a fucking following of retards. That's just all I think. And that's fine. I don't have respect for anyone that considers himself a groiper. I don't. I think you're probably a fucking loser that should be made fun of mercilessly. I'm talking ridicule to the point where you can't even fucking breathe. But I just can't help but think this all just comes at a very convenient time. But at the same time, I was like, whatever, fine. I think this shit's funny to me because I love this shit personally because I can't cut the next documentary might be funnier. I fucking think this is great. I hope they keep pushing them more because I think this shit's fucking funny personally. And also I hope this just leads to like a internet bitch blood sports bitch fight cat feud between him and fucking Candace Owens. That's what I want. I want to see like pay-per-view tickets for that shit. We should have pay-per-view tickets for that shit. I think it'd be freaking cool, you know. Oh, if the Groipers got the message, cool. I think we should like sit there and do that. But I think I'm going to cut this off for part 1 and we'll do part 2 tomorrow. Maybe. I might honestly hold off till like Monday, honestly, to the topics I want to do. But thank you guys. And to the Groipers, I gotta say, man, listen, you guys have free reign to say whatever you want with any of your opinions. Just not on my channel because you can go fuck yourself. I know what type of shit y'all get down with, and I want nothing to do with it. Bye-bye. Take your little weird memes and go fuck yourself. As for Nina Lynn, suffer, bitch. You suck. As for that stupid, dumb other chick, Michaela or Michaela, whatever the fuck your goddamn name is, suffer too. Fuck you. Fuck your mama. Fuck your ancestors. Y'all be good. Peace be with you. Mikey, keep up the good work, man. You're giving me good content to study from because I have my own little bit of a docu-series I got to do on a certain old former friend that fucked a bunch of people over in my life. So I will see you guys later.